the political crisis and the ongoing political turmoil in Egypt for the past several years. And definitely in this segment, we'll be speaking about how the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism is trying to promote tourism in a way, and also a couple of campaigns that are launched in order to support and promote tourism. For this, I'm joined with Hasan and Nahla. He's the tourist guide and also organizer of the Voice of Egypt campaign. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
So let's start first with the Voice of Egypt and the campaign that you are trying to launch, or actually having today, in order to promote tourism and the tourism industry in Egypt.
Actually, I'd like to thank you and thank the TV channel first of all. And we are very happy to be with you today, as we know now that our channel can arrive to all Europe countries and also in United States. And it's a very good chance for us to promote our tourism everywhere in this country and to make our message very clear for all of them direct on live, like you see. About our initiatives, this is a very important initiative and the practical one which come to the true to practice the promotions of tourism of Egypt. The question, in fact, in the beginning, why we start and how we start and who is involved in these initiatives, it's started by the idea of some of tourist guides. They cooperate together and they found a very hard situation after that 13th June revolution from some countries in Europe like Germany and Italy and some countries, and also United States. The reactions was awful towards our revolution, and they insisted, and their media insisted at the time, direct after the revolution, that what happened in Egypt is a military coup. So we started to think, how can we help our country? How can we save our revolutionary legitimacy? So we integrated these initiatives by tourist guide who can speak different languages to send and deliver the message about Egyptian people and the will of Egyptian people for everybody around the world in different language, in his own language, to hear it carefully and to listen it and understand it very easy.
Yes. And what do you think would be the outcome, or how would you measure the success of this campaign in your opinion?
Actually, we have a good steps, and we have a good long strategy and long plan for these initiatives. We have.
So it's not a periodical campaign.
No. It will be forever to helping and promoting our tourism and also to supporting our economic situation. Starting in two sections. The first section is the Facebook group, which is administered by different tourist guides. Can speak all different languages, can communicate with all the people, yes. And they can answer and respond all their questions on time to make everything clear for them. This is a Facebook group, and we ask everybody around the world who knows us and who visited Egypt before to share us and share our events, and also to ask his friends to share our events. And the second section is field events, which is a very good method to convince the people that everything in the street of Egypt is a positive and everything is safe and they can visit Egypt anytime. So our plan is interior plan in Egypt, in different cities around all Egypt. We're going to make different events as well outside of Egypt, in different countries, in different famous cities like Paris, like London, like Washington in United States. All these also cities, we have different coordinators there, and we now try to manage some different tours outside to make the image of our revolution and our tourism activities clear and clear. The first initiatives happened in the last 5th September in the Pyramid area.
Yes.
And it was a really good choice to choose the Pyramid area, which is the most famous place around the world, which is maybe famous more than the name of Egypt. You know, where you travel somewhere around Egypt and you ask the people, some people ask you from where, you said for him Egypt, maybe he is confused what is Egypt, but when you tell him that you are from the land of pyramid, he knows the pyramid very well. So we chose the pyramid as the most famous and remarkable site, and is very famous and known for all the people around the world to send and deliver the first message of the tourist guide campaign for the whole world. Actually, the campaign also was consist of two sections, political section and touristic section. The political section was very urgent, and we need to deliver such political clear message for the whole people.
That's very true.
To make it clear for everybody that what happened in Egypt is a public revolution, and it was supported by the military, by army, by national army, and by police. And we supporting our army and our military and our police to release the terrorism from all the land forever. And I think in this time, what we are talking now, when we are talking now, terrorism is ended in Egypt now, and Egypt is safe, and we are now in the street, in the public place, like you see, making our program. So we invite all the people to come back. So this was the political message. It's a revolution, public revolution, and everybody around the world, he doesn't respect.
Do you think people outside would really care much about if it's a coup or a revolution, rather than think or focus on safety? Because I get questions from friends abroad. We want to visit Sharm el-Sheikh. Is it a safe place to come or not?
Exactly.
They're not speaking about politics. They're disregarding politics, and we are tending to be focusing on giving them political messages.
Exactly. That was the first message. But actually, we started from the beginning because we received some questions from different people around the world. What happened in Egypt?
Yes.
So in the first message of the campaign, we had to make it very clear. It's a revolution. So this is a political one.
Yes.
And now they are considering and asking for security. So we are making the field events everywhere to show them by the image, by the video, that it is safe. You know that if we are talking together 24 hours, I say for you it's safe, and you say, how can I see? So I make it clear for you from the beginning. I make the event in the pyramid area, the most famous place. It's safe 100%, and the people can watch it that, and we can believe that, and then they can come to visit Egypt. And this is in the pyramid area. The next step will be in Alexandria, and it will be in the 24th of September, next Tuesday.
Yes.
And also it will be a great ceremony from the most famous cultural center in Egypt, or maybe in the world, Alexandria Library. So we're gonna deliver the new message, which will be only touristic one, no anymore about political. That's it. Now we're gonna talk about the security system, the safety of the land, how can they visit Egypt, how can promote Egypt for them, and we give them all the context of our campaign to contact us, to make all facilities for all of them. Anybody around the world can contact us, and they can share also our events to visit Egypt very fast and very soon in a very safety place.
Yes.
After Alexandria, we'll go to Luxor. After Luxor, to Sharm el-Sheikh, to Hurghada, and this is the most remarkable places, touristic places in Egypt. We would like to focus on it.
What is the way? What is the mechanism to, after going to Alexandria, how are you propagating this message? Is it through the media? Do you have a group of tourists along with you? How are you going to do it? How are you going to send this message?
Exactly. Through the Facebook. We have the YouTube channel, and we have the Facebook channel also, or a network. And we have the international media always following the campaign. And we thank you so much as Nile TV. Now can catching the people everywhere and arrive everywhere in Europe and in America. And through this
and what is the Facebook page?
The Facebook page is Tourist Guide Egypt Voice Campaign.
Tourist Guide?
Tourist Guide
Egypt Voice.
Egypt Voice Campaign. These 5 words, if you look for them, you're gonna find our group, and you can join us, anybody around the world.
Yes.
So now, right now, we are making a very rush time. You know that time is short, situation is hard, economic situation is very hard. So we are running everywhere. We are contacting everybody around the world to make this campaign getting its influence and its benefit to encourage tourism very soon and very fast.
Mm-hmm. In your opinion, how is the government helping you? Definitely the government is trying to exert its utmost effort ever since the 2011 revolution, and they are struggling with the existing political turmoil. I think they're living the hardest times ever. How are you evaluating? What are they doing today in terms to support you with your campaigns?
You know, we are thinking of how to activate what we call the public diplomacy. Public diplomacy, that means that the people who can control the government, who can change the decision of the government, like happened twice in our revolution in Egypt, 2011 and also 2011 and 2013, happened twice, 2 revolutions. Egyptian people made the decision, and the government and the army and the police followed the decision of the government. Right now we appeal to all the citizens around all the world to push their governments to have a good reactions for the Egyptian revolution, to also lift or release the travel ban, to start traveling to Egypt again. And we have a good reaction from different countries, from Italy, also from Belgium and from Japan, and the day before from Moscow, and yesterday from also Germany.
Germany announced that next month they're going to be sending in groups. Is
Exactly.
that true?
The most famous known company in German, I don't like to repeat the name of the company again, they challenged the travel ban of Germany, and they're going to start sending the tourism to Egypt again soon. So I think we are in the right track, and the whole country in the right track of marching towards democracy, and we will hope the next days will be better for Egypt and tourism and Egyptian economy.
But what you think is that there are hopes things are going to be recovering in a speedy manner, or is it going to take some time?
I think it will be in a speedy matter, really, because now these fast reactions which we receive every day from everywhere, from media, from different countries, give a good sample that everything will be good, inshallah.
Yes, tourism represents 11% of Egypt's GDP, and it's the vital thing that actually, not only that, it serves a lot of industries around it. So it's definitely a crucial element of the Egyptian economy. How hard do you think Egypt's tourism was hit during the past 3 years?
Of course, it's a very good question. It's very known for everybody that tourism is the main pillar of Egyptian economy. And these 3 years there is no any income. You know that we have two sources of income: the direct income for the government through the hotels and through taxes and through entrance fees for the different sightseeing of Egypt. This actually almost $14 billion annually for the government. And maybe you can say the same amount of money is direct to the pocket of the freelance worker in the tourism. So we are talking about $24 billion annually came to Egypt. But now 3 years ago there is no any income like that.
That's
so
true.
we also appeal to the government and to the presidential authority and to the whole member who are interested of the good economic of Egypt to support and to sponsor first this campaign to get our activity faster and also to make our activity influence and
Stronger,
benefit, yeah, like
and
this,
more effective.
to be
This
very
is true.
effective, yeah.
Finally, I'd like to ask you about, as a quick resolution, do you think domestic offers for domestic tourism would be a fast resolution for the situation in Egypt now?
Of course. This is also maybe is through the tourism ministry and through the also encourage authority of tourism. They must make a deal with all hotels around all Egypt to make domestic tourism easier and cheaper for all Egyptians to travel abroad, so travel around their country. And this is a very good source now. To pay at least the fees of the worker in the hotels to keep the system as it is till the tourism come back.
The labor, yes.
Otherwise, the whole hotels will be closed, and the tourist guides themselves, they suffer a lot. You know that there is no any more income for them. They are squeezing in these 3 years, so we are suffering a lot. And most of us changed his career already, and we are very afraid that all the tourist guides will be out of this track. What will happen after the tourism come again? Who will explain for the guests?
Let's hope for the best for Egypt and Egypt tourism. And thank you very much, being a veteran in the tourism industry. Hasan, Nahla, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
With this, we come to the end of this edition of Nile Cruise. We'd like to thank you very much for joining us. Have a great time and goodbye.